This is a 10 kilowatt electric heater that was only heating 5 kilowatts because of this. So it needs a new heater, I guess, basically. Simple diagnosis, but I wanted to show you the last guy's repair. He bypassed that fusible link right there. He's crimped on a flag connector here. Looked like a needle nose pliers job. And he got what appears to be the spade connectors off of a contactor going through the ceramic block there. And that's how he remade that connection. That looks pretty legit. I think I'll do basically the same thing on this one again. Except I won't be bypassing that fusible link because it's not open. So I'll leave it. And these rusty connections over here, they're not broken, so I'm not going to break them. I've removed that little metal piece out of the block, and this is what it looks like. Now I have this piece that I robbed off of a contactor, and I'm going to try using it in place of that. It's a little too short, so it might not work. I was able to cut this piece out of it, and if you slip it in here, it looks a lot like what's already there. I really think this is what they had already done. Well, by chance, I don't have any high temperature rated normal female spade connectors. I got a bunch of flags, and I don't have the crimping tool for these flag connectors, so turns out I am going to do exactly what he did. So I bent the end of the spring 90 degrees. I'll put the flag connector on it. There we go. I'll just take my little thing, slide it through here, get it on the end of this thing. So that I ought to be able to hold it with these pliers. Just boom, there you go. Decompress the spring a little bit so that hopefully it doesn't want to pull back too much. So I'll stretch it just a bit. Get the spring tension off. Okay. Now on this side we got this little short piece of brass sticking out, and well, there you have it. One high quality needle nose pliers electric heater repair of comparable quality to chuck in a truck. I'll go put this heat kit back in there now. Some jank-tacular looking. There you go. 43 amps. So the heat's back on.
1 week later.
I got a new heat kit here to install now that it's been a week of using that one over there. It's a little bit different though. See, it comes with a circuit breaker and it has a contactor instead of a sequencer. Not worried about that. Nice non-rusty high limits, intact fusible links, and the new style of coil element. You know, not that kind. So to adapt this, go in the unit in place of the old one, all we have to do is remove that circuit breaker from it. So there's our circuit breaker. Now we won't be needing these Molex plugs. One's male, the other's female. So we're going to need to move those over too. It's pretty straightforward. The red and black wires power the unit. The blue and white power the sequencer here, and this purple wire is the call for fan, basically. Energizes a relay on the board that turns the fan on. So, unhook all these. There's a wiring harness off of the old heaters. Come over to the new one. Isn't that cool? Alright, so down here on the load side, purple wire. It's the same, other than it being female. This ain't the only time I've seen this. I'm switching these so that you can't, you know, install the old heat kits. These two will go together. They're just complements of each other. So they're pin for pin. They just, you know, switched from one to the other to fuck with you. So here's our brand new one. Don't need it. There's our old one. Wire it in. Real simple. Black and red to the top of the contactor. Purple to the bottom over here. Blue and white to the coil. There you go. That's that.
Really try to like tackle them and lick their hair, especially after they take a bath.
That's hilarious. Cute little kitty.